A man is not looking for a business partner. He's not looking for someone to provide for him. He wants a wife. He wants a mother for his future children. He wants a helpmate. He wants a woman, not a man.
What men want versus what men are told they should want in terms of a female partner is becoming a lot more polarized and a lot more different today. What men are told that they should want and the feminine picture or the feminine that they're encountering more and more today is this kind of boss babe, like I don't need a man kind of energy, like cool, you can be a convenience in my life as long as you're there. But I'm going to do my own thing. I'm going to put my career above my family. I'm going to put my career definitely above you. I'm going to put my career above my children. Don't worry about taking care of the home and making it really nice and special. No, it's me and my career that comes first. These women are also never really satisfied. You know, you can do nice things for them, but they're lost in the social media, Instagram world of trying to lock down a sporting star. And they're just ultimately dissatisfied with what they're getting from men. And these are the women more and more that men are encountering today. And we're being programmed and just told like, this is what you should want. Okay. You don't need a soft, subtle, feminine, beautiful woman who takes care of you and your family and prioritizes taking care of the home and your children. No, you shouldn't want that. What you should want is what we're giving you here. And it doesn't actually really work because in a fair marketplace, the business says, hey, this is what we have to offer. And customers say if we want that or not. But today it's like we're just being force-fed men and saying, this is what you should want. Okay. What do men actually want? And maybe you have different preferences, but in general, men want a woman that's loyal. Okay. I'm not even a big thing about this whole like lay count, like how many people has she slept with and her number's too high. But yes, men kind of do appreciate if the person, the lady that they're going to make their wife hasn't slept with the whole town, hasn't slept with the whole city, okay? Hasn't banged away her whole youth, and now she's coming to you and she's ready to settle down, which is a very common occurrence today. Women in their 30s, even 40s, now that they've had their single fun, now they're looking for a guy who can provide for them. That's not really what men want, okay? Men want a woman that's youthful. This is biology. This is not ideology. It makes more sense in terms of looking for a partner, in terms of having children, a woman in her 20s. Again, does that mean you can't have a woman in your 30s or 40s? That's fine as well, but that's what men want. Okay. We want to be able to lead in our relationships. We don't like these relationships where women wear the pants and you feel like you're walking on eggshells. That doesn't really sit right in the masculine system. We also want to be able to provide. That's become such a dirty word. You know, like if you pay for the bill, all of a sudden it's like, I can pay for the own bill. It's like, I'm trying to do something nice for you and provide, and it gets thrown in my face. Or the other end of the spectrum where it's just this total entitlement where you're supposed to pay for everything like some kind of sugar daddy. So we're getting these extreme versions of the feminine, and men are told this is what we should want. But I'm speaking for myself here and for a lot of other men that I've worked with. That's not what we want. Let's carry on with this clip from Matt Welsh because it's very interesting. He unpacks a little bit further. Let's jump into it.
A man is not looking for a business partner. He's not looking for someone to provide for him. He wants a wife. It's the way human society has been organized since the dawn of civilization. A young man seeking a woman who will have his children and prioritize raising them and keeping a home is doing the same thing that billions of other young men have done since time immemorial. This traditional approach is not some new fad invented by TikTok influencers, nor is it a far-right conspiracy. It is the way of human civilization. These young men, they want what their grandfathers wanted, and what their grandfathers' grandfathers wanted, and what their grandfathers' grandfathers' grandfathers wanted, and on through the ages. The trend, the fad, the new thing, Megan, is feminism. However you feel about career women who find their value and purpose in the working world, there's no question that they are the ones doing something new. Feminism sent women out of the home and into cubicles and boardrooms.
Just like he said, the new phenomenon here is not what men want. It's feminism, this new version of the female we're presented with. And again, there's a lot of women out there who are much better business operators than I am. Okay, a common example, if you're in the business space, a guy called Alex Hormozy, extremely successful. His wife, he even mentions when they first got together and got married, it was more of like a business partnership. She always has these posts of like, fuck your feelings, follow the plan. And I think that's probably a good masculine message a lot of the time. But is that something you want coming from your wife? Is that giving you that nice, nourishing feminine energy? No, the corporate space, building businesses is a very masculine energy. It's like, okay, statistics, do it, show up. Who cares if you feel like it? Just get things done. It's a very masculine energy to be around. Now, what would you prefer? You come home from a long day of work, you stressed out, you got projects to come home to. Would you prefer to come home, A, to a woman who's also just been at a job, who's also all stressed out, thinking about her career, how she's going to make it ahead? So there's two stressed out energies coming into the home. Or would you rather be like, I'm the one providing at this job. I can be stressed out from time to time. You come home, there's a beautifully cooked meal waiting for you on the table. Your wife's wearing some girl's wearing some sexy lingerie. She comes and gives you a kiss, comes and gives you a big hug, tell you how much she's missed you. It's no ideology which preference men would have there. It's very clean in our system. Like, oh yes, I clearly know what I want there. So think about this for yourself. Like, in terms of what woman are you being shoved and saying you should want versus what do you actually desire? It's important to own our desires as men, because sometimes in today's world we can be a bit placid. We just sit there and like, okay, this is what's happening. This is who I should be. And these outside influences are really shaping our masculinity. Then anytime we try to step and do anything, it's toxic masculinity. Rubbish. We can say no to these things. We don't just have to go along with them. If you want a career-driven woman who's stressed out all the time and is just as masculine as you, fantastic. It's your life. Do whatever you want. But if you're a man who's looking for a feminine woman to help keep the home, be a helpmate, support your life so you can provide and protect for her and feel like a man, it's okay to want that too. That's totally fine. Let's just finish up with this last little clip and then we'll wrap it up.
They are the ones doing something new. Feminism sent women out of the home and into cubicles and boardrooms. Feminism convinced many women to desire professional success over and above family and children. And now feminists are angry that men were not reprogrammed along with them. Okay? Men don't want what feminism is selling. You may think they should want it. You may want them to want it, but they don't. They look out and they see that ever since the rise of feminism, divorce rates have skyrocketed, birth rates have plummeted, 60 million babies are dead, and most people are, by every metric, much more miserable. And they don't want that. You cannot make them want it. And getting angry at them for not wanting it is, first of all, fruitless, second, arrogant, third, unfair, and fourth, foolish.
Men don't want what feminism is selling. That's beautifully summed up there. I see so many men today. I work with also more guys and couples now, not just single guys. And these guys are coming to me and their relationship is not in a good place. They're not in a good place. When men don't feel like they're winning in their relationship, they go into a dark place. They go into a dark hole. And there's all kind of coping mechanisms and addictions that become because of that. Men today in these feminized types of relationships, where a feminist household is where the husband is afraid of the wife, which is all more common today, those men are miserable. Those men are not thriving. They're not in their joy. They're not in their purpose. And that's the environment that's being created today. And what we do for the guys who watch this channel, we're looking for win-win situations. We're not trying to put women down. We're just saying, this is what we want. It's okay for us to desire what we want. I don't have to like what you're telling me I should like. Okay, I don't care if you've got 5 college degrees and you're super smart and you're intellectual. What if I like a girl with a nice ass and perky tits? What's wrong with that? Is there more to people than that? Of course. But why can we not like that as men and just say it plainly and bluntly as that? Why do we always have to sugarcoat things of how we want our relationships to be or our lives to be. And we're looking for a win-win. We're not trying to convince women that want to be a boss babe that they shouldn't be a boss babe. Let them go do their thing. Perfectly fine. We're looking for a match, a win-win. We're looking for women out there who want to be in their feminine, who take pride and see it as an honor to be an amazing wife, to be an amazing mother. Since when did that become old-fashioned or boring or shamed upon, which seems to be so common today? No, we want to be a team where we provide protection, leadership, and we have a great helpmate and followership, and we grow together, and it's a win-win in an upward spiral. Why is it wrong for men to want that? It's not wrong for men to want that. Be clear in terms of what you want. What do you want out of a woman? Comment below. Could be different. It could be something totally out there. But what feels good in your system when you're around that, in a feminine energy, in a partner energy, in a wife energy? What do you want as a man? Get very clear about that. Hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Smash a like, drop a comment down below, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.